He had nothing. No home, no family to turn to, no food, no money, and no one to believe in him. Just a cold street, a worn-out backpack, and a dream he barely understood. Nights were spent curled up on cold benches, under bridges, and in alleyways. The rain soaked through his thin jacket, and the bitter wind cut through his bones. Food was scarce, and kindness even scarcer. Every day was a fight for survival, every moment a test of endurance. People told him he would never make it. Teachers, strangers, even friends, if he had any, dismissed him. But inside him, a spark refused to die, a tiny ember of hope that whispered, "One day, this will change." Then came an unexpected turning point. One rainy afternoon, while rummaging through a thrift store for anything of value, he stumbled upon an old, beaten-up laptop. It was more than just a machine, it was a lifeline. That night, under the dim glow of a flickering street lamp, he opened it for the first time. The internet, once a world of luxury he never imagined accessing, now became his gateway to opportunity. He spent hours teaching himself business, coding, digital marketing, and investing. Each night his knowledge grew. Each day his determination sharpened. The laptop was hope made tangible, a bridge from the streets to the life he had only dared to dream about. Learning alone wasn't enough, and every day brought new obstacles. He had no mentor, no guide, and many nights ended with frustration and tears. People mocked his ideas, laughed at his ambition, and told him to give up. Yet he refused. Every no fueled his determination. Every setback became a lesson, every failure a stepping stone. He learned to embrace discomfort, to find strength in adversity, and to never let circumstances dictate his potential. In the quietest hours of the night, he repeated a mantra to himself, "I will not stay where I am. I will rise." His first taste of success was small but significant. He developed a simple online service, solving a real problem. His first client paid him just enough to buy a meal and a new pair of shoes. It wasn't a fortune, but it was proof that he could create value, that the world would reward persistence and ingenuity. That small victory ignited a fire within him. Every spare hour, every sleepless night, and every ounce of energy was devoted to building his future. Slowly, steadily, his life began to shift. Doors that had once been closed started to open, one at a time. As months passed, his skills grew and so did his network. He connected with like-minded individuals online, found mentors willing to share their knowledge, and began taking calculated risks. Each risk carried the possibility of failure, but he had learned that failure was not defeat, it was a teacher. With every project, every challenge, every minor victory, he inched closer to a life that had once seemed impossible. The teen who had slept on park benches was now running his own small online business, earning more than he had ever imagined. People who had doubted him were left speechless. Yet, he remained humble, driven not by arrogance but by a deep understanding of how far he had come. Then came the breakthrough that changed everything. After years of trial and error, long nights and hard lessons, he developed a product that resonated on a large scale, a service that solved a major problem for countless people. The business grew exponentially, and with that growth came wealth beyond his wildest dreams. By the age of 18, he was a millionaire. Not because luck had chosen him, not because someone gave him a handout, but because he refused to quit when everyone else had. His story became an inspiration, a testament to the power of resilience, courage, and relentless determination. From a teen with nothing but a dream and a beat-up laptop, He had created a life of abundance and influence. But his journey didn't end with financial success. The hardships he had endured shaped his values and purpose. He could have hoarded his wealth, indulged in luxury, and forgotten the struggles that had nearly broken him. Instead, he chose to give back. He started programs to help homeless youth, offering mentorship, resources, and hope. He spoke at schools and events, sharing his story and teaching others that adversity is not a prison. It is a training ground. The boy who had once been invisible on the streets had now become a beacon of possibility, showing the world that no matter where you start, you can rewrite your story. His life teaches a powerful lesson. Success is not measured by wealth alone, but by the courage to rise above your circumstances, the wisdom to learn from failure, and the generosity to lift others along the way. He reminds us that dreams are worth fighting for, no matter how impossible they seem. The homeless teen who once had nothing now has everything. Not just money, but purpose, respect, and the ability to inspire millions. And perhaps the most remarkable part of his journey is that it started with something so simple: belief. Belief that he deserved more, belief that his efforts mattered, belief that his story was not over. Today, he walks into rooms that once would have ignored him, carries himself with the quiet confidence of someone who knows he has earned every bit of his success, and continues to push boundaries. Every challenge he faces is met with the same determination that carried him from the streets to the boardroom. People look at him and see wealth, but he remembers hunger. They see luxury, but he remembers struggle. And it is that memory, the vivid recollection of nights spent cold and alone, that fuels his compassion, his drive, and his unshakable humility. He understands that success is fleeting if it is not shared, and that the greatest achievement is not in money earned, but in lives changed. This story is more than an inspiring tale of a homeless teen who became a millionaire. It is a blueprint for resilience, a roadmap for anyone facing adversity, and a reminder that the human spirit is stronger than circumstance. Whether you are struggling financially, emotionally, or personally, you can take lessons from his journey. Work tirelessly, learn constantly, embrace failure as a teacher, and never stop believing in yourself. Dreams do not work unless you do, and miracles often happen when preparation meets perseverance. So, the next time you feel like the world has given up on you, remember him. Remember the boy with nothing who built everything. Remember that no matter how dark the night, the dawn is coming, and with it, the possibility of a new life. His journey from homeless teen to millionaire is not just a story of wealth. It is a story of hope, courage, and the extraordinary power of believing in yourself when no one else does. He had nothing. Now he has everything. If this story inspired you, hit that like button, subscribe for more real-life stories that will change the way you see the world, and share it with someone who needs a reminder that anything is possible. Your story isn't finished yet, and your dreams are worth fighting for. Never give up, because your moment is coming, and it could be closer than you think.